So since we last spoke, you brought in Jensen Weir on loan for the season. Are you happy now with the squad going into the first game of the season?
No, we still need to add to the squad. I've already said that. We've got 23 players in the squad. We've got 3 goalkeepers in that. And we've got Courtney Duffus, who's going to be out for the full season. So it doesn't take Einstein to work out that we're short on numbers. But, we still got to try and move players out to get players in now. That's what we'll try to do. But, for Saturday, this is the squad we've got. We've obviously got a month come after the start of the season to get, players in.
Yeah, that's the key point, isn't it? There's this first sort of obstacle of the first game, but there's plenty of time after that for those movements to happen.
Yeah, there is. And, we obviously need that to happen to enable us to take, other players in. We've still got some money in the budget, not much. It'll not be able to buy an expensive player, but we've still got some money in the budget.
With someone like Jensen, those sort of Premier League loans, how important are they? They're on loan, but they're from the top level of the game.
Yeah, I mean, these players, Caleb Watts and Jensen Weir, have both come from Southampton and Brighton. And, from a monetary point of view, they're all in similar money to the players that we have on the books. It's not as if that we get them cheap. It's, we get them with what money we have to spend on another player. And what we do get is a player that these clubs feel they've got high hopes for. They want to come here, develop them, and hopefully one day they come and play in their first team. And we're delighted to have them. They've both settled in well. Jensen's only been in for a few days and looks really good. And Caleb's obviously been in since the start of pre-season.
And you've always said you want 2 players at least competing for every slot. You're nearly there, but not quite, as you say.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet because obviously we've got players that are still on the transfer list that need to move out, and then we need to move players in. But that'll be ongoing for the next months. What we have done, we've taken in 8 players over the summer, and we've added to the squad.
Any more news on Cole Stockton?
No, just the same as last time. Nothing's changed.
The players you inherited when you joined the club again at the back end of last season, do you think they're better now for that period of you being in charge and the pre-season?
I mean, I haven't been in long enough to say that, but different managers have different opinions, and supporters have different opinions on players, and I'm no different. We play in different styles of play. We want to play in a different way to other managers, and that's just the nature of the business. And some players will stay, other players will go. That's how we have transfer windows.
What do you put more emphasis on in your position? Are you working more on getting rid of the players you want to get rid of, or are you bringing players in? Because I think from what you're saying, on the whole, players need to move before you get people in.
Yeah, what I have been working on has been getting players in, because that's been a main priority. Because I feel that we've had some of the budget left to do that. I've done that, and now it's the opposite way. We need to obviously free up some money to allow us to get other players in.
And does that get easier with the season starting? Is it harder pre-season or not?
I'm not sure because there's still a lot of players out of contract, and there's still the opportunity for players to come and loan. We've spoken to other clubs about that. We're close to doing another loan deal, but until this club get another player in, then we can't get their player out.
So as you said, that won't be before Saturday.
It won't be, no.
How important is a good start to the season?
Well, I think that, as I said last week, it's 46 games, we play each other twice, and how you finish the season, how you start the season, how you do in the middle. It's throughout the season that your points are accumulated. We would all love to get off to a good start. We've got Shrewsbury at home. We know how tough an opposition they can be, but we go into it looking to have a near capacity crowd at the stadium and a very good atmosphere.
The previous manager talked about blocks of points, that every 5 games he targeted a certain number of points. Is that the way you look at a season, or do you take a much broader approach and to say, yeah, at the end of 46 games, we've got to be above the bottom line?
Yeah, I look exactly the same. I look for maximum points from every 5 blocks.
All right, that's interesting. So, without giving too much away, what are you thinking about the first block? Because you've got Shrewsbury to start off with. You think potentially a good start?
Yeah, 15 points from the 15 games. 15 points from 15 points, sorry, of 5 games. That's the way. I don't think that any manager can go in and say, you know, I'm going to take this amount of points. I was at Aberdeen and I worked under a manager at Aberdeen, Jimmy Calderwood, and you know, at the start of the season, Jimmy put up a sheet to all the players, and he said to them, you know, put on the amount of points we're going to finish the season with. And I finished the season with, say it was 88 points, and Jimmy handed me back the sheet and he said to me, why have you put that on? I says, well, if you want me to come into your team and you're asking me to lose a football match, I've got a few draws against Rangers and Celtic. I says, I'm not the man for you, and you're certainly not the man for me, and this is not the football club for me. So I don't expect any of my players to go on the pitch and not going to get 3 points. Then if that's the case, then every season ticket holder, every supporter shouldn't come to the games. We're here to win 3 points, and if you want to work in blocks, that's fine. If you want to say that you want to lose a game, then you shouldn't be, you know, a manager or a coach or a player or anything else associated with football because you're a loser.
And that's the ambition that you clearly have, isn't it? We talked before last week about what a target is for this season. You know, obviously survival, but full maximum points is very, very unlikely. But it's more than just hanging around the bottom end, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, twice I've come into this football club and we've been in the relegation zone. Firstly, I came in when we were in League 2, we were in the relegation zone, we were up against it. This season past, we were in the relegation zone. We had 13 games to play, 11 games against the top teams in the league, I think it was. 8 out of 11 against the top 11 teams in the league, and none against the bottom 5. That's how difficult a proposition it was to come in and try and get some points. We did it. We know how difficult a division is. We know there's some really good sides in it. But this is the thing. Morecambe Football Club are in League 1 on merit. They've won promotion, and then they've been able to get themselves enough points to stay in the division for the following season. And that is our goal again this season. Until the day comes when financially we're able to deal with the bigger powers. People say that you had the lowest budget in League 2 and you got promotion. You're right. But League 2 is different to League 1. We've got some superpowers in this league, and you know, we're really looking forward to it. We've got a tough match on Saturday to start with, but I feel that we've got the players ready to go.